Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. Hey, listen, got a new tool here. It's not really new. I just want to let people know how I'm using it, and it is available now at Appsumo as a lifetime deal. You can click below to subscribe and or share, because I'm always trying to bring you new hacks and new tools that you can use to grow your business and your digital marketing needs. Listen, I wanted to tell you about a tool named Email Writer, and it's available. You should see the link below if you wanted to pick that up. But let me tell you the strength and the power of this tool. This tool is probably more powerful than you think. And what I'm noticing is a lot of people, they're just, I don't know, the UI looks crazy or whatever. But some tools are really just good, and if they can help you do what you need to do. Now, I don't want to hold you long. I just want to show you through some of the basic walkthroughs. I was able to meet with the founders, and I'll have a link up there up top. You'll probably see that, or a link in the description. And the founder and I had an opportunity to discuss and try to figure out the future and the vision of this tool. But let me just walk you through some of the basic navigation here, and then I'm going to come back and do a deeper dive into some of the development and stuff like that. So what you do is you first load it up, right? You're going to get an entry video, kind of walks you through, tells you where you need to go. That's one of the things I do like about what they did, is they have an intro video and they also have training. It's about 6 different videos. It's not a difficult tool to navigate, but let's just talk about what you can do. So what you can do, I'm going to come back and do a deeper dive. I just wanted to show you some quick elements of this initially. So what you can do is, to create a new project, you can do a custom sequence. Say, hey, I want to create my own sequence. I don't need any help from the software, or I can do a done for you sequence that can help you out as well. And I'm going to look at that a little bit deeper too. And then you can look at your saved projects here, and you can have an email bank here. And I think email bank is only available for a tier 2 or above. And the email bank is really if you want to create your own and then save your own templates for later. Other than that, if you're going to use it as a light tool and you're always going to want to just be using the templates involved and not create your own, then I think a tier 1 is good enough for you. But what you're going to discover is you're going to want to write your own and save them. So I think a tier 2 is going to help you in that particular scenario there. Then you can do personal scripts. You can create a new personal script and you can save it. And again, it saves into the email bank. One of the powerful things that they have is you can construct a template using their assistance. They'll walk you through and guide you on that. This is not going to be a detailed walkthrough. I'm just, like I said, I'm going to show you some basics of how to navigate the tool. I may come back later and do a deeper dive, but just want to keep you on the surface here. I can add sub accounts here. And so the way the sub accounts are made and or set up is I have an agency. So if there's clients that I'm trying to work or tutor with or get in one of my training programs, I can allow them access to the sub account. The thing about sub accounts is once they're sold, or once they're given up, or once the emails are associated with them, you can no longer remove those seats, or you can no longer make those seats available. And I think for their tier 3, which is the sub accounts, they give you 30 sub accounts, which is plenty, but just be warned that once each email is associated with a sub account, it can no longer be redeemed, right? So the founder suggested that we sell those as a one-time license for a sub account and not try to rent those seats, because you can't change them. So that's very important. I think that needs to be shared here. And your users fall in under there. You can request a custom email and they'll charge anywhere between 10 to 20 to 30, almost I think $40 per email. Just depends. You can customize it. You can make a request. Hey, this is what I want. This is what I need here. And then the settings and then the training. So I will go back through and I will show you at least the custom sequence and the done for you sequence. And I will do that for you. So please stand by, because I have sensitive information here. So just got to make sure that I get it right. All right, stand by. All right, first thing I want to show you is the done for you section. Let's go ahead and just look at that really quick. This is going to be really quick. The one I really want to get into is the customized one, because I think that's going to resonate with you. It's going to help you become a better copywriter. But the done for you it's just simply, it's done for you. You add water and you print, right? So let's take a look at that. All right, this is the done for you sequence. And when I say done for you, it's you add water and you're good. You add water, maybe put it in a microwave for 1 or 2 minutes, or you're doing a heat up, put it in there for 30 seconds, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the same coaching and consulting discipline or templates and use the daily Seinfeld story-based emails, right? These are story-based emails you can use to promote your coaching or consulting business, right? So let's see what that gets us. So the first thing we have to do is put in our project name, because we want to keep up with our projects, right? So this is coaching Seinfeld, right? This is our, I don't know how to spell Seinfeld, but we'll put the coaching stories, all right? And we'll put that in there, right? So we'll put in coaching stories. All right, and so we'll name, that's the project, we'll name it. Let's go ahead and see, continue to it. And that's it. This is it's done for you automatically. I'm gonna show you the customize, and I think you're gonna get a little bit more value out of that, because I'm gonna build the whole thing out for you. And that's gonna be a little bit once I finish this, I'm gonna go through in detail on how we built that out. And so this is the done for you. It's done, we're done. This is the done for you daily Seinfeld story-based emails. These are story-based emails, and tells you what the description is. Your education can fail you anytime, but this won't. And then it goes into the story. Hi, John Doe, because if you use the email sequence system, I'm going to explain a little bit more of that in the next portion of this. You can actually add the names here. And I'm going to even teach you another tool. I may show you another tool that you can do where you can input your own little countdown timers here. When you put in your countdown timers, they're actual countdown timers that will link to every single email. That's some advanced. I may do an advanced video on how to do that. What we'll do here is we'll go through, and that's the first email that goes out, and it tells a story. Each time I ask people why they're going to school, the answer is I always get is because they want to make money, become wealthy, and have a good life. But unfortunately, no school teaches how to do any of those things. And how do I know this? I'll tell you a story. Everybody wants to hear a good story. They want to see what it's going to be on the outside. There's a book out called Story Selling, and they talk about how you tell these stories, but people want to see you as the guide. They don't want to see you as Luke Skywalker. They want to see you as Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? And there's 7 different ways to tell a story in Hollywood that gives this benefit at the end that everyone can appreciate. And there's only 7 different ways you can tell a story. Whether there's a little bit more in books, you can get more creative, but Hollywood only has 7 different scripts. And this book actually talks about it. I may try to put that in the description as below. But this tells you a story. I wouldn't say that in the fact that I was in school, or you can just add your own. I wouldn't use the Seinfeld story. I would look at this and create my own Seinfeld story, but use the same formula and use some of the same language. So that's the first email, right? And then you try to do a little sale there. Then you come back. If you're poor at 30, you deserve it, right? Then it comes back. Hey, did that statement offend you a little bit? That's the point. And it was actually meant to offend you simply because it's 100% true. And if I also felt like you, just the first time I heard it, so on and so forth, right? I'm good on the email sequences. I like to be very, very authentic in my telling my stories. But currently, he's among the first 5 richest men in China with an estimated net worth of $48 billion. During one of Jack Ma's interviews, he said that if anyone is poor at 35, he deserves it. Yes, there has been some kind of mixed reaction about the sentiment, but he goes on to explain. So here's some good examples: how to start a profitable online business, how to create sales funnels, so on and so forth. This is coaching. Again, this is using a coaching template. So that's very important to know that. So that's what they're doing here. And so on and so forth. So that's the second email. There's a third one: who's in your corner when it comes to your desired result. input that. In 2019, all-time American professional golf, Tiger Woods sat down for 60 minutes. He talked about who was in his corner, right? There's a fourth email, desire wins. Then there's a fifth email. It's normally 5 emails. So every email sequence, every email tip that you find in here, there's a minimum of 5 emails. Now, you could take emails out. You can edit them when you save it, right? You can use it and you copy and paste these into your email program. This is done for you. Add water, people. This is a very, very good tool. Like I said, I'm going to break down and we're going to talk about how we can go in and we can customize it and make it our own. And they're going to give us the thing. They're going to give us the meat to fill around it, but we're going to add some of the basic. We're going to put some of the meat on the bones with some of the copy that we add to it, and they're going to write everything else around it. So that's how you're going to do the customized one. But again, this is it. This was done. All I did was name it, and I can come back here and tweak these the way I want, and I can save it out. And again, having that tier 2, you can create your own bank that you can create from scratch. All right. So, all right. Let's move on to the next part. Let's talk about the customization one. All right. This is done for you. Let's do customization. All right. So inside the coaching and consulting, you're going to see there's still another list. That's why they say they have about 1,500 emails. Inside the coaching and consulting, it really depends on what sequence you want to, what type of email do you want? Do you want a list nurturing, relationship building, promotional email, daily Seinfeld story-based emails? Those are popular. People, you start telling a story. Hey, this is what happened. And, I used to chase a balloon down the street, but when I finally caught it, I discovered I had this idea or whatever. So it just tells different stories on that. There's a soap opera sequence. This is drama-based email sequence that you can use to nurture your new leads and leave them with a cliffhanger that makes them to anticipate your next email. So you just start telling these stories and they start reading them, right? And re-engagement script, haven't talked to a subscriber in a long time. So each one of those, depends on what industry you pick, is going to have about 3, 4, 5 email types here. Then inside each email, there's going to be another drip of 5 more emails. So let me show you what that looks like. So what it is, we clicked on the first one. This is more of an email nurturing. I'm going to put the email name here. I'm going to put my project name, new client journey here. I'm going to put new student marketing. I'm just putting a project name. I don't know what that's going to do as far as how it's going to come, but let's take a look at it. All right, so here's what we have here. It says the question and answer. So you have to basically answer all of these questions. I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. There's 3 stages, and I'm going to go ahead and answer all these questions. What is the name of the sender of the email? My name is Jenny Jones. I'm going to fast forward to this and then we'll take a look at it once we're done. It's going to answer all the questions. All right, so we were able to answer the question. So what I did was it says, hey, what is the name of your sender email? It's me, Jenny Jones. What is the name of your brand? The name of my brand for this particular email is a 5X ebook sales course. It talks about what is your coaching and consulting business. It's based on what industry. I put digital marketing. Mention what your subscribers are going to benefit from being on your email list. Add 5 times the revenue that they are currently getting from their ebook lead magnet. So I just use this and then continue multiple streams and so on and so forth. So this should be quit, not quit their full-time job, and so on and so forth. So that is what this first box is asking us. We're going to move over here and we're going to click on next and go from there. All right, once you click on next, this is the second phase, and it talks about your onboarding, right? About your onboarding freebie. What is the name of the first freebie you like to give your subscribers after the sign up? First freebie, what is a format, audiobook, product, ebook, cheat sheet, so on and so forth. What core results will your subscribers get with the first freebie, right? Mention it, so on and so forth. Mention the benefits. So this is the benefit payoffs, right? So this is a formula to nurturing people and getting them to convert or join your program. And these guys have nailed it in. They've dialed it in. When you listen to the interview, like I said, with the founder, it'll be in the link here below. He's going to tell you the experience they have, and they used to be professional copywriters for other people, and they just created this tool. So let's fill this out, and we're going to get to the end and see what everything looks like. All right, so what we're able to do is we're able to fill out the second tab here. This talks about the onboarding process. The freebie talks about, hey, here's what you're going to get. The first freebie I'm going to give you is a monthly cash flow tips. You're going to get that, and it asks you what format is it going to be in. And basically what it does here, I put audio there, but it gives you what you should be putting in there and what you should be suggesting. And you have a cheat sheet for every single one. This one, I want to give you this one in audio. I'll use one of my audio formats that they can sign up and subscribe to that. That way it doesn't grow legs and people start hacking my stuff. What core results will your subscribers get with the first freebie you're sharing with them? Again, this freebie will help you to maintain a healthy cash flow. So they actually prompt you and tell you what to put in. Basically, you have to just put in what they ask you to put in. It says, hey, mention the benefit of your first freebie. It'll also help you to what? I put live life on your terms. Then it says here, live life on your own terms. So I just put this here. We'll put that back here. Legacy building a path to financial independence. Then you have a second freebie, how to create an ambassador program with no followers. I have that. So all the stuff I'm mentioning here, those are things that I do as freebies, or I have created, or I have a course. And so I have one on here where you could create an ambassador program, have people following you and singing your praises throughout the entire social media. But you must have authority and you must be a generous person. Right, you're going to have to gift a lot of stuff away to create ambassadors. And I talk about that in my course, but I show you how to do it very strategically. And then how's that going to be delivered? So the first one's an audio. This is going to be a flow chart. And what I do is I explain to people each part of the flow chart. And these are just some things that I have that I already use. So let's go to the last and final step before we do the printout. Okay, so this is what the last one looks like. And what's going to happen is once we fill this out, we're going to create the email sequence. People, I got to tell you, you have never seen anything like this. I'm going to pump it out. I'm going to print it out for you. It is going to be some serious stuff here. And here's the power of this tool is once you get all your stuff set up, a lot of people do teaching. They do these online courses. We worry about our tech stack, putting things together. But what we fail to realize is our email sequence is just as powerful and as important. To have your tech stack put together, I've already mentioned some tools already. You can find a couple of them already on my videos that I do. Once you put that together, then you mirror it with this particular program, this one setup. I think it's $59 to get this unlimited. You can write unlimited email copy. Okay, this is crazy. So this is important because every time you're writing your sequence is important to take people down a journey to convert them into clients. No one is going to buy the first time they see your products. And I think people get discouraged because they say, hey, nobody's buying. But then you'll hear these other stories where other people's stuff is buying. But the average person, depends on the ticket cost, depends on how much it costs. They never buy the first time. I don't even do that, right? I buy a lot of stuff from a lot of partners, a lot of friends, because sometimes I want to see what the journey is like. And I can incorporate some of those journey experiences in my own practice. So I always buy just to try to see what people are doing, if it makes sense. And again, it's a write-off, right? So let's cover this. Let's see what we get with this. All right. All right. So this is the last one we filled out already. It says, what is the value of the second freebie of the price? This free gift is valued at $37. I'm just realistic. And one thing you're going to find about me is I don't have to charge a whole bunch of money. I make my money up in volume, right? Because I'm spread across a couple of mediums. I have real estate assets everywhere, right? And so, not real estate assets, but I have online real estate assets is what I meant to say. But how will the second freebie help your subscribers. Information contained in a second freebie can help them to triple your passive income in 60 days. I'm very realistic. It takes 60 days. It's going to take 3 weeks for a person just to understand what they're doing, and they have to do it as a habit. Most people buy your courses, they don't even continue them, but you have to be on them to continue to make sure that they get the results. A lot of people will not finish your course, and then they'll badmouth you and say, oh, well, I didn't get that. So, well, because you quit after 2 days, right? And then there's a lot of hoax out there, right? A lot of people standing in front of these Lamborghinis and rent it and all that other stuff. You're not doing anything. People are just running their mouth, and then a lot of these people are younger than you. There's only a few people that are out there really doing it, but a lot of people out there want you to believe that they're doing it, right? There's other people out there, such as myself. I'm very realistic in what you can do and what your results. That's why I say, hey, give yourself at least 60 days. You'll start getting more subscribers. You'll start seeing results in 30 days, just based off the things that I teach you. And in this program, and it says right here, what do people say about your coaching? This is the best program that I've seen come in a long while. People have said that about me. Then it says, what do people say about your coaching? I love the fact that I can get access to Jenny's calendar. We'll put Jenny's calendar here as a VIP member. So I put that in there, and so we're going to create the email sequence, and we're going to take a look and see what it looks like. All right. So this is the email sequence that came out. Congratulations, Jenny Jones. Your email sequence has been created. The topic is list nurturing. The summary, if you're in the coaching and consulting business, these are emails you can use to nurture your leads and promotion. This is the summary. And this is the email. Hey, welcome to my world. First name is going to input the first name there. If you have an email software system, or you have a sequence software system set up, if you need that, I will try to put a link below to some of the ones that I use to do the sequences and stuff for you. So this is how the first sequence will look. This is the first email. Hi, Jenny Jones, or hi, Samantha Jones, or what have you. Thanks for signing up and requesting for my monthly cash flow tips. Remember, we put that in there. There's the first thing that they got. I'm so delighted to have you in my little world. I'm sure you might have downloaded the audio you signed up for, but if you haven't, you'll get it inside this email. But before that, let me quickly tell you more about myself. These are transitions. These are emails. These emails take countless hours for you to set up. I'm Jenny Jones from the 5X ebook sales course, which really here I should have put in my own marketing company. But I think I actually was questioning that, but you can just fill that in, or you can just edit and change it here, right? For over a decade now, I've been helping people, especially newbies, to live their life's dream by teaching them how to add 5X the revenue they are currently getting from their old ebooks. So this actually wrote it for you already. P.S. Highly recommend you whitelist my email address. Here's a short email on how to do that, right? Then here's email 2. Did you see what I sent you? That's the subject line. It has her name here. When you see the brackets here, that means insert their name. If you have an email tool that allows you to do that, you can just insert their name there. Did you see what I sent you? Right? I use a Spoken Hub marketing platform. I'm going to put that below because that is the most successful platform. I use two hubs. But I use 2 hubs and I have multiple spokes. All my spokes are my landing pages, but I use 2 master hubs. It depends on what kind of emails that I want to send out. So I'll put links to both of those below so you can start seeing some of the tools that I use. Anybody that uses any of my affiliate links or goes into my training courses will always be able to get access to me because I want you to be successful. So I'll put those links in there below as well. And so all the ones I use, they actually insert your name and they do all this stuff, and they send these out automatically, right? And I may do another course to show you how to do that. So this is the second email. This third email, right? I got a surprise package, right? You can send these out every day. So you can send one out Monday, you can send one out Tuesday, you can send one out Wednesday, right? A lot of times if a person just came off of a webinar or something like that, you might want to keep those emails fresh, or you might want to change them up every other day. I'm a big every other day guy. I don't like to be bombarded every day once I make a decision, but I do like to think about it. But I like to stay in front of people as well. So here's a link. You get access to that right now. The flow chart is worth $37, but you're not paying a dime to get it. Listen at what they're saying. It's worth $30. I put $37 in there. I could have put $137, but it says you're not paying a dime to get it, right? And so by them saying that, I honestly, my own copy, I don't even think I would have put that there, but you're not paying a dime to get it. Those are powerful words when people say, oh, okay, I'm not paying a dime to get it, then I want it, right? And they'll click on it. And so this is the fourth email. This is a fourth email sequence, and it goes in. It says, hey, now let me tell you this. Be careful whatever a guru tells you that the online business is very complicated. And you should even more be careful when they tell you that it's only easy when you buy their programs. Let me make this very clear to you, John Doe, whatever. Online business is just like every other offline business out there. But the only difference is that the online business is very rewarding when you get things right. However, for you to succeed online, you must be ready to put in the work. And this is the stuff that you're telling them. I'm here to guide you on that, right? Then you go further. It's PS. In my next email, I'm going to share few success stories. And what you're doing is you're taking people down a journey. This is some good stuff. This is the fifth email right here. And then in one of my previous emails, I promised to share a few testimonials with you. You can add those here. This is the best program that I've ever seen come in a long time. I love when I get access. Mind you that these are real testimonials and not some, he put not some bullshit stories cooked up just to get your attention. I don't know about that. That's not even my lingo. I would probably change that. And I can, right? But that's a very compelling statement for somebody to make, right? And then, are you ready to continue to create multiple revenue streams for yourself? If yes, then I expect my subsequent emails see you at the top. All right. So then from there, that's how you get this full email sequence. This is done for you. You can export it here, right? You can update it. You can make your changes there, then update it with changes here, or you can translate the email into other languages. I think they have over 150 different languages in here. People, I'm telling you, this is a crazy program. You got to get your hands on it. I brought it to you. If you've seen it for the first time, use my affiliate link below. I'll receive enough money to buy a cup of coffee. I don't get much, but I enjoy doing these, and I love hearing people's feedback saying, hey, man, I didn't know this tool existed, and I'm glad you turned me on to it. So that's all I really want to get into today. This is quite of a long video, but I wanted to give you the details and unpack this program. This is a hidden gem. People, please take a look at this program when you get an opportunity. Again, it's called Email Writer. When you get an opportunity, I have a link below. You can pick that up. This has been Jenny Jones. Hopefully you guys are doing well out there. Stay safe. Until next time, I'm always cooking up hacks. So you want to subscribe and make sure you hit the bell because I'm always putting out videos. And if I'm doing a series that week, if I'm working on something in my business, I may as well create a video to help you guys understand how I'm growing my business. And one of these days, we're going to open up a whole nother avenue in the world to you guys and kind of show you guys some of the streams and the revenue streams that I am currently working on. So those who work close to me in my coaching programs, they already know. But I want to take you guys down a journey so you guys can see the path that I'm working on. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Danny Jones, take care. Be safe out there. Goodbye for now.